Have you ever wondered what would happen if light behaved like sound and sound behaved like light? It's a thought experiment that flips our understanding of the universe on its head. Imagine, if you will, light waves requiring a medium to travel, bending around corners, their speed changing based on the medium. Now consider sound waves traveling through a vacuum, maintaining a constant speed, becoming visible to the naked eye. Picture it, a world where light and sound have swapped roles. Imagine if light waves behaved like sound waves, needing a medium to travel. A medium like air or water would be necessary for light to exist, to propagate, to reach our eyes. The brilliance of the cosmos would be lost to us, as the vacuum of space would be dark, absent of the delicate dance of starlight. Our interaction with the universe, our understanding of distant celestial bodies, would have to rely on other forms of radiation that could traverse the vacuum. Now let's consider the everyday phenomena of reflection and refraction. If light acted like sound, it would bend around corners and spread out after passing through small openings, a characteristic known as diffraction. Sharp shadows would become a rarity, replaced with a soft gradient of light and darkness. The world would be devoid of the crisp lines and stark contrasts we are accustomed to, replaced by a softer, diffused reality. But the changes wouldn't stop there. The speed of light wouldn't be a constant, as it is in our world. Instead, it would vary, fluctuating with the density of the medium it's traveling through. This would be akin to how the speed of sound changes with air temperature or water density. Our perception of colors would be altered, with the speed of light affecting the wavelength and frequency of the light reaching our eyes. Optical measurements, once reliable, would now be subject to the whims of the medium of propagation. In this strange new world, light would behave in ways that are both fascinating and confounding. The rules that we have come to understand, the principles that guide our exploration of the physical world, would be fundamentally different. The world of light as we know it would be turned on its head. On the flip side, ponder on sound waves behaving like light waves, capable of traversing through the vacuum of space, a reality where sound doesn't need air or water to travel, but can move freely in the void. This radical shift would mean a revolution in space communication. Imagine astronauts being able to converse without radios, their voices carrying through the emptiness of space, just like light does. In this alternate universe, the speed of sound would be constant, irrespective of the medium. Acoustic engineering would be simplified, and sound-based technologies would be more predictable. The speed of sound wouldn't change with air temperature or water density as it does in our world. Instead, it would remain steady, just as the speed of light does in our reality. Now, let's delve into one of the most intriguing aspects of this hypothetical scenario, the visibility of sound. What if, just as we see light, we could see sound? Sound waves would create visible auras, turning everyday noise into a visual spectacle. Imagine witnessing a concert where the sound waves emanating from the instruments and performers are visible. Every strum, every beat, every note would not just be heard but seen, transforming our auditory experience into a visual extravaganza. This thought experiment, as far-fetched as it may seem, serves a purpose. It helps us appreciate the unique properties of light and sound waves and the distinctive roles they play in our universe. It makes us realize how our understanding of physics shapes our perception of reality. In this flipped world, sound as we understand it would be a whole new ballgame. The way we communicate, the way we perceive the world around us, and even the way we enjoy music would be vastly different. And while this is purely hypothetical, it's a fascinating exploration of the fundamental principles that govern our universe. The sound, as we understand it, would be a whole new ballgame. Such a reversal would have profound implications on life as we know it. Imagine our world if light diffused like sound. Instead of sharp, clear images, our sight would be filled with soft, diffused shapes. Sharp shadows would be a thing of the past, replaced by a gentle blending of light and dark. This would have a profound impact on visual arts, photography, and cinematography, requiring new techniques to capture and interpret our surroundings. Now, consider the technological implications. Our current technology relies heavily on the behavior of light, from fiber optics in telecommunications to lasers in medicine. If light behaved like sound, it would require a complete overhaul of these technologies. Fiber optics, for instance, would be less effective as light would no longer be able to travel freely through the vacuum inside the fibers. Instead, we might see a rise in technologies harnessing other forms of radiation that can still travel through a vacuum. On the other hand, if sound behaved like light, it would revolutionize the way we communicate. Imagine astronauts being able to communicate directly without the need for radios, their voices carrying through the vacuum of space. Sound-based technologies would become more predictable, simplifying acoustic engineering. Moreover, the ability to see sound would introduce a new sensory dimension to our experience. Concerts would not only be auditory experiences, but visual spectacles as well. This could open up new avenues in entertainment, education, and even therapy. Most importantly, such a reversal would challenge our understanding of the universe. It would prompt us to question our fundamental understanding of physics and challenge the scientific community to rewrite theories and models. In essence, this hypothetical reversal of light and sound waves would touch every aspect of life, from our daily experiences and technological advancements to our understanding of the universe. It serves as an intriguing reminder of how our reality is shaped by the fundamental laws of physics. We would inhabit a radically different yet fascinating world. While this thought experiment is purely hypothetical, it serves a purpose. A purpose that is not just to entertain, but to challenge the very foundation of our understanding of the physical world. It's about pushing the boundaries of our imagination, to ponder over the existence we take for granted. In this hypothetical reversal, we've seen how light, if it behaved like sound, would require a medium to travel. The universe would be a vastly different place, with the vacuum of space dark and silent. The way we observe and communicate with the cosmos would need to radically change, shifting from the visible spectrum to other forms of radiation that can traverse the vacuum. Light would also bend around corners and spread out after passing through small openings, creating a world where sharp shadows are a rarity. The speed of light would no longer be a constant, but a variable, changing with the medium it moves through, potentially altering our perception of colors and the reliability of optical measurements. On the flip side, if sound behaved like light, it could travel through a vacuum, dramatically altering the way we communicate in space. The speed of sound would be constant, simplifying acoustic engineering and making sound-based technologies more predictable. And perhaps the most fascinating aspect of this reversal would be the visibility of sound. Imagine a world where you could see the music at a concert, with sound waves creating a visible aura around the instruments and performers. But what does this all mean? Why does it matter if light behaved like sound or sound behaved like light? It matters because it's through these thought experiments that we challenge our understanding of the universe. It's by contemplating these hypothetical scenarios that we appreciate the unique characteristics and behaviors of light and sound waves. It's by questioning the what-ifs that we deepen our understanding of the physical laws that govern our reality. This reversal may not be a scientific possibility, but it's a great tool to stretch our minds, to think beyond the obvious, to question the established norms. It serves as a reminder that our universe is shaped by the fundamental laws of physics. It's these laws that determine how light and sound behave, how they interact with our world, and how they shape our experiences. So let's continue to question, to ponder, to wonder,